Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. When we look towards the future metas of Warzone, one thing in specific is like sort of the highlight, you could say. That is what is going to be the new long-range meta once the BREN is nerfed. It's pretty obvious that the BREN, despite receiving some nerfs a few weeks back, is still the #1 go-to long-range weapon. It has the Royal Barrel, which gives it a very minor damage drop-off, and its damage over range, its TTK over range is just absolutely insane. So we know it's going to be nerfed more. It's the most used weapon in the game. It's due for some changes. What is going to replace it? Well, curiously enough, a weapon that is only used by 0.40% of the player base. Not even 1% of the player base are using this weapon. It actually is a very solid replacement. We are talking about the PKM LMG from Modern Warfare. You might be wondering, well, why is it the PKM? The damage is incredible. The control is pretty solid. Its velocity is actually a little bit better than the BREN's over range. The PKM is an absolute monster, and I think it's sort of that sleeper weapon that absolutely is going to become even more competitive once we see this BREN nerf take place. I would imagine probably with season 2. So first things first, let's look at the TTKs and compare this against some of the other top LMGs and other top ranged weapons. So I got the PKM with their standard setup there. I've also got the Fin LMG because a lot of players have been talking about this recently, saying, hey, the Fin's insane, you got to use it. There's sort of an asterisk with the Fin, right? Then we got the BREN with the normal setup, the Mercury silencer, and the Royal Barrel, and then just the BREN without the Royal Barrel to see what it could potentially be like if they drastically change that barrel and really nerf the BREN in a significant way. So this is just chest shots, obviously, so we got a lot of body parts to look at, and the orange line's the PKM, and yeah, over range, we're looking at the third best option. The BREN, absolutely, with the Royal Barrel is the best still here, and the Fin through 30 meters is pretty solid, then it drops off and it's the second best. So yes, the Fin to the chest is a very solid option. The PKM is pretty good as well, up through about 50 meters, then it does drop off a little bit more and doesn't really match up with anything until 160 meters, which is a lot more unrealistic. The BREN with no Royal Barrel, though, is like not even a competitor here. It's really like night and day difference. So that's just the chest. And that's one of the less competitive aspects of this. Let's look at the head. The orange line, the PKM, you'll notice, is basically the second best throughout all ranges, with the exception of through 40, which is not prime LMG range, obviously, because it's going to be a bit slower than something like a rifle or an SMG, which is ideal for that range. So second best only to the BREN with the Royal Barrel, pretty much through everything, and then it actually overtakes it again at that unrealistic 160 meters. But the Fin here, absolutely atrocious versus all of these. The BREN without the Royal Barrel does have a pretty significant drop off at about 40 meters, and it is far worse than the PKM. The neck shots, again, the PKM doesn't really have a huge neck multiplier. That's something with a lot of the Modern Warfare weapons. It's sort of a hit or miss. Some have great neck multipliers, others have awful ones. The BREN, though, is still really, really good here specifically, regardless of what barrel. So if you're hitting neck shots with the BREN, which is a very, very small hitbox, keep in mind, it'll pretty much always be good, nerf or not. Then we look at the stomach and things get very interesting. The PKM, again, is pretty much the second best all throughout. It's right there with the BREN in both cases. The Fin really, again, is not a competitor here unless you're getting out to those more unrealistic ranges. Unfortunately, the BREN with the Royal is still that dominator, but it's going to change as it gets nerfed, obviously, and the PKM is sort of the next in line there. Then we look at the extremities, the limbs, obviously the feet, the hands, any extremity like that, and the PKM is actually the best TTK pretty much regardless of what range you're fighting in. Through 51 meters here, 52 meters, it absolutely is the best. Then it has one drop off and is right there with the BREN throughout. So to the chest, to the head, to the stomach, and to the extremities, the PKM is either a top 2 TTK over range, or it is right there with the others. It's incredibly competitive to all the major hitboxes, with the exception of the neck, which, again, like I said, is not something you're going to be consistently hitting. So it's not a huge factor. It's a factor, but there are more pressing ones to pay attention to. You'll notice the Fin, though, really doesn't have anything going for it minus the chest shots. So that's why I say, yeah, the Fin has a great TTK if you specifically land chest shots. If you deviate at all, it's going to drop significantly. So take that for what it's worth. The PKM, though, here clearly is a top tier competitor versus the BREN. And as we see changes to the BREN that make it not so dominant, people got to be looking at the PKM as that sort of replacement, because the stats don't lie. This thing does fry. Also, looking at Warzone ranked here, we have the most used weapons in the game. MP40 is #1, BREN is #2. BREN by far is the most used long range weapon in the game. And if we go all the way down to the lower 30s, at 37, we've got the PKM with a 0.43 pick rate. 0.43% of the player base is using the PKM right now. I highly anticipate that spiking up a decent amount because this thing hits hard, has great velocity, great control. You guys are going to see, we're going to break down the loadout and then also showcase some gameplay with this PKM. It is unstoppable. So in the gameplay you guys are about to see, this is the general loadout I was using and we absolutely slay with it. I am pretty much just erasing everybody. Doesn't matter what range, we're frying with the PKM. As my secondary here, I got the basic Owen gun setup that I'm pretty much always running right now until this gets changed. This is my number one go-to secondary. Owen gun, recoil booster, rapid barrel for the best fire rate, slate 2.5 times optic for the better red dot that gets the magazine out of the way, remove stock, acrobatic and quick for the better mobility all around, polymer for the better control, the Gorenko 72 round drums for the better fire rate, movement, speed and control, incendiary for that burn effect, and then also hand stop for better control, EOD overkill amped, the throwing knife and the stim as always so we can just finesse. And let me tell you, we are finessing in this gameplay. Then when it comes to the PKM, let's break down the setup here. This is a Modern Warfare weapon, so obviously it's pretty straightforward. And unfortunately, we only got 5 attachments to work with. But first up, you gotta go for the monolithic suppressor. You want the better range. You want to stay off the minimap. For the barrel, you do got 2 options, extended and heavy. Both do work really, really well. Now, heavy is going to be a little bit more agile. You're still going to be slow. It's an LMG. Let's be real here. But heavy's not going to give you as good of control, but it'll give you slightly better mobility versus the extended barrel, which gives you way better control, but it's going to be a lot slower. For this gameplay, I was using the extended, but both of these do work. I've used both these over the course of time, and they each hold their own just fine. Extended, though, is going to make this that absolute laser beam over range. Speaking of laser beams, I go for the TAC laser here for a better ADS, better aiming stability. That's really ideal on a slower LMG, makes it a bit more versatile and aggressive. I also go for the snatch grip, which you'll only find on the PKM, which gives you better control and a better ADS speed. Super ideal, 2 huge pros out of that. Then lastly, I do go for the VLK 3 times optic. We go ahead, we throw the T-pose reticle on that, nice and clean, easy to track and trace players with that. And you got your standard setup here. This fries, as we saw, it holds its own versus the top meta ranged weapons in the game at the moment. Hopefully y'all found this video helpful as we get into the gameplay. Hopefully you enjoy it. If you do, let me know by dropping a like on it. And of course, if you're new to the channel or if you haven't subscribed yet, every day I got you covered with all things going on in COD, news, updates, loadouts, tips. It's all right here. So feel free to subscribe. Without further ado, let's test out this PKM. Let's get loading real quick. Oh, buddy, you can't be that predictable. I heard footsteps. I'm going crazy. Oh, I'm not.
Zach, there's a ton of injured people.
Yup.
That airstrike still hits me.
Shot.
Yep, thank you.
Okay.
Good looks. Oh, buddy, you tried. Oh, there's one more. That's unfortunate. Oh, they yoinked all my stuff. This is annoying.
Upstairs, Jordan.
You guys are absolute rats, bro. Is this loadout just right there?
There's like 4 players on my Xbox.
There's a Lodi top long. And one chem, back chem as well. A random chopper on long? I'm so confused. That's unfortunate.
They sniped that?
Prison. Or is that basketball court? Court. It's underneath a water tower.
That's it.
He's joining the harbor right now.
Just jumped off. My COD timing right now is at an extreme.
Zach, I don't have health, but I'm on my way.
Got one. They're in the tunnel. Two. Got you. I'm gonna let the last one go. He's going long. Guy previously on Lodi is knocked. There's another one out in that center area though. They just fry me. Yeah. They're all going across mid. Yeah, there's like 2 or 3 over there. I'm the guy that I knocked. taking everything in my power to not take this chopper and try and send it at them. Nice. Yeah, floating above us to our left.
Yeah.
This guy's gonna try and yoink this chopper. I already know he's trying to
He's on
pull
our
something
roof.
funny. Oh, I just fell. Uh-oh. You're up there by yourself now, Pat?
Yeah, he was just landed with a pistol. Tons of people down harbor.
But I'm gonna go that way, I think, honestly. I'm triple threat.
Oh yeah, harbor. Second story outside.
Good looks. On my level. Just jumped outside the window. Outside the window. On the roof. Good looks. Lander.
Yeah, laying behind it.
Close. Yep.
Cracked
One just ran deeper, running deeper, running deeper.
Ran outside.
Door.
Was it?
Cracked. Got him. Underneath us. Pushing harbor by, harbor by. I gotta reload. Might be like 10 seconds. This is 3 up on this team. Harbor by had one as well, ghosted.
Lazy up to your left. There's a guy one shot.
Yeah, he just went inside the building, second story.
Literally hit me. I just okay.
I have no eyes, Lazy. He's flashing there. Stuff. Dang it. I'm going corner house because it looks like it's kind of lit there too.
I would say there's 2 teams up there. I got out of there just because I needed to dip out, but
I came out the. Why did I come out there?
Let's go.
Guy
Knocked
like
one
full
second
shot
story.
me.
His other guys are lighthouse. I'm trying to let them stay up because this is a really good lobby. Yeah, lighthouse upper. Courtyard. Ah, come on. Still outside lighthouse.
Yeah, up above us too.
Above us.
Top prison.
Oh, okay.
yeah, ghosted. Just jumped off.
What the? Thanks for the team shots. Appreciate
Yeah,
it.
you got it.
Watch the player count. Second story window. Chasing. I'm reloading.
Mm.
That is really unfortunate timing. I'm sorry. And of course, it's team wipe as well, bro. Got guys top prison with me?
Yeah, they were far side.
Yep. Cracked one, rose skin. Knocked. I know y'all are gonna try this. It's not gonna be a good decision. See, I told you. Okay. I just got ripped.
Why?
The guy that's on stairs, I think. I don't know, bro. That guy was shooting heat. I'm gonna go low. That was a bad time for that to go away, like always.
They're one floor below us, Jordan.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be on stairs. Just stare at it. Get it? Stare at it.
Hello. Oh, I might just got the attention from this other team. Ghosted down on the far side by like the little watchtower on the edge of the map. I guess is my comm for that. You get what you get. You don't throw a fit.
1 right below us. 2 right below us, actually. 1's ghosted right below.
I mean, the circle's gonna push him, so.
Yeah.
I'm getting shot from. Oh, he's on this hut down here. That was a mistake, sir.
Somebody landed far side of roof or lighthouse, one of the two.
No. Straight down on the street from me. Towards that watchtower again.
Yeah.
About to jump here, Pat.
I see him going low. I'm gonna try and push up to him here real quick. Got him. Dude, this PKM fries.
I think there's peeps below me.
Is
Yeah,
it
there are.
just prison guys now?
I think so.
Gotta be, right? You good?
Okay.
I'm reloading. I got nothing yet.
I'm healing.
Are these guys like second story in here chilling?
Oh, no. They're lower here.
Got a guy up. Just low right. Pushing you.
Yep.
Oh, I stole that, my V. Hey, for once, I'm the one stealing it. This is a rare occurrence, and we all know that. And I got my video. That was a lobby.